doing this instead of Overwatch, but now that Overwatch rank mode is out, goodbye StarCraft forever. Oh, it's a Masters League Protoss, so this is not going to go well for me. Last guy I played hard countered me. I wonder if this guy will do the same. I mean, the thing is, I'm not like, oh god, please don't misunderstand. I'm not going like a Villa calling everyone a cheater, but it's just I do play such a weird, not regular play style that when I get countered hard, it makes me mad because I don't play in a way that's normal or easy to hard counter. So it doesn't happen often. I might try something a little bit different this game though, change it up. I'm gonna try something different this game. I'm gonna try something really different this game. Something that I have no idea how the fuck to do a build for, but we'll find out.
What's going on?
Base is under attack.
It's annoying.
SCV ready. Big job, huh?
Look at my second guess. What is that gonna be? Take your guesses, man. Is it Liberators? Is it something worse?
In the rear.
Ideally, you should have no idea. Mass Starport with Speed Banshee and Ranged Liberators. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds like a very fun first date. I'm playing greedy, guys. I'm going so greedy. Greedy Oxfrey. Oh, hello. It's a party. Okay, well, he doesn't have a natural base. So now I'm really wondering what he's up to. He really doesn't want me to scout his 2 gateways? The fuck? He really didn't want me scouting, and that is actually kind of alarming. Whatever I'm doing is not optimal. I'm guessing it's probably a Dark Shrine. I mean, there? He really, like, he pre-pulled 7 probes. 5 from the middle line and 2 from the front to make sure I wouldn't see what was coming.
SCV ready.
The fuck are you doing with these pylons, man?
Big job.
So the mothership core is coming. He wants to break the door. Probably shouldn't have dropped that, actually. I'll probably definitely APM money for anything else. A little bit mad I put this up on the front lines like this. Aw, that really got that? Are you serious? Boo. Boo earns. Did I kill the mothership core? I don't think I did.
Armed and ready.
I would have seen it, right?
Huh? In the rear with the gear. Bad news. I'm going in by the number. Go ahead. Talk to me, boss. SCV ready. Smoking. You gonna give me orders? Waiting on you.
Dep's coming in next.
Where's the hot action?
Research complete.
Yes, sir. Cyclone receiving.
Oh, I wish I'd used the new mothership core. Fuck. That's game.
Waiting on you. Talk to me, boss. Light it up. You got coordinates or what? Got a target in mind. Adjusting for new coordinates. Show me your console. Nothing'll stop me.
Our SCV
fucking hate Protoss for this reason.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Yeah, he's gonna kill the Cyclone this time.
Systems go. Cyclone clear for action. Cyclone receiving. Nothing will stop me. Engine got it. It's open. Channel's clear, boss. SCV ready. This ought to be good. Go ahead.
Our SCVs are under attack.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Big job, huh? What's going on? Armed and ready. I'm on. Huh? This better be good. Ah! You got coordinates or what?
So fucking retarded.
In the rear with the gear. Cyclone receiving. By the numbers. SCV ready. Show me who you want to die. Got a target in mind? This ought to be good. Go ahead. Channel's clear. Boss. Ready. Cyclone receiving. Cyclone. This ought to be good. Adjusting for new coordinates. I get you.
Got it. This is gonna go down.
You got coordinates.
Amount of money for everything.
Comms open. Nothing will stop me. In
Our
gear.
SCVs are under attack.
Moving into position. Got a target. Huh? Channel's clear. In the rear with the gear. Cyclone en route. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Show me who
Our
you want to die.
SCVs are under attack.
Cyclone.
I think I've just bled out too much at this point.
You got cool. This ought to be good.
I should leave, but I'm too fucking mad to be honest.
In gear. I get you. By the number. You gonna give me? This ought to be good. Nothing'll stop me. SCV ready. Channel's clear, boss.
It's like I held, but at the end of the day, what does that even mean?
Hear me. Go ahead. Ready. Cyclone received.
If he has a Nexus, I'm probably just gonna leave.
Mineral field depleted.
He probably does have a Nexus. Although he did get so much.
Oh, I'll get there. SCV ready.
Let's build it.
Moving into
Okay.
position. Adjusting for new core. Comms open. SCV ready. SCV ready. This ought to be good. You gonna give me orders? Looking forward. Got a target in mind. Cyclone en route. Nothing'll stop me.
Mineral field depleted.
I get you. In gear. Nothing'll stop me. In gear. Cyclone en route. Moving into position. I get you. Let's go. Cyclone ready for action. This better be. Cyclone received.
Can you get out of there, bud?
Show me who you want to die. Who wants some? You got coordinates or what?
Shit. Start freaking out. I stopped macroing.
Huh?
Your forces are under attack.
No, he's gonna detect shit.
Armed and ready. Channel's clear, boss. Oh, I'll get there. Moving into position. Oh, I'll get there.
So one nice thing about Cyclones with Magpul Accelerator, they do have some fucking bullshit damage.
Been waiting on you. What's going on?
Gotta clear this bad boy up though.
By the numbers.
He's coming.
Comms open.
Stalkers.
Optics online. Let's go kill something. SCV ready. Yeah. This ought to be good. Bad news.
He still doesn't have an expansion. Mortals are gonna be tough. Kiting doesn't get easier from here.
Go ahead. You scared me. FTV ready. Go, go. You got coordinates or what? FTV ready. In the rear with the gear. Cyclone receiving. Armed and ready. Oh, I'll get there. Got it. Channel's clear. Been waiting on. Show me who you want to die. Roger that. Huh? You gonna give me...
I think if I hold this, I win. I should hold it. I should hold it. I should hold it. Yes! Fuck you, buddy. Yes! Fuck yes! Whoa, man. That was a game. That's what that was. That was a game. Okay, how'd I do today? I did like one loss on stream, I think. Yeah, I did one loss before I started streaming, and then I started streaming. It's like the opposite of everybody else, right? Woo! You want the replay? Why do you want to see the replay? I don't even know how to look at my own replays. I have actually literally never studied my own replay. I don't know what you guys want to see with this. Down to SCV still one. Oh yeah, I forgot I only had one SCV for that, huh? What do I do? Do I just put this on like fast forward? Is this what people like to see? Guys, I have no idea what you want to see with this. Same reason you watch a replay when you get an awesome goal. Cast the game. I don't know if I could objectively cast this game. It's weird because I'm in it and I know how it comes out. I mean, I actually do want to know what he was doing because he worked really hard to stop my scout and that really confused me. I thought there would be a Twilight Council or something right here. Pretend it's a live game. I feel like, isn't that a douchey thing to do? Like, wouldn't winning your own game and then casting it afterwards, isn't that just like hella douchey? You know what? I'm fine with being a douchebag. Let's do this. Put the game speed on normal. This is how I'll end the stream. This is how I'll end the stream right here. So, let's see here. Our Terran, I don't know who this guy is, diligently going for the scout. Now this is so weird to see probes pulled into this to really work at denying this scout, but he really wanted to make sure there was no scout going on. In the meantime, in the Terran's base, oh, so I paused the game. This Rifkin guy, have zombie cast your game. That would have been hilarious. This Rifkin guy looks like he's going for double factories, which is insane and dumb to do off of one base. God knows you barely got the gas to produce off of it. So my only conclusion must be that this guy's going for cyclones. Now, normally you don't go for just cyclones, but instead... Play introductions. Yeah, that's right, I did miss the introductions, huh? Spawning in the bottom right side of Ruins of Andeon, we've got the blue Protoss Innate. And his opponent in the bottom left. He's heroic, he's diligent, and he's ever so handsome. It is none other than Rifkin. Okay. But, looks like we got the Mothership Core shenanigans coming down. You got the pylons at the front of the wall. Normally what good Terran players do is they put a bunker here on the low ground, and it takes one Marine in a bunker to stop this from getting out of hand. But our Terran doesn't seem to know about this, and has instead insisted on going for a bunker late on the high ground. And Magfield Accelerator? Question mark? I guess this is going to actually be the dedicated Cyclone guess from before. He's a little bit late on gas, so he can't quite squeeze out a second one. Getting this Mothership Core is going to be huge, though, because we'll stop future overcharges. Dives through the overcharge, barely gonna get it! Oh, the Cyclone goes down as well, but he does pick off the Mothership Core. Now with the Magfield Accelerator halfway finished, if he can save up 1 or 2 Cyclones, he'll do fantastic. His opponent on the other side, though, has gone for 4 gateways and looks to be slowly moving towards Robotech. Now, if he uses a bunch of Warp-ins, he's not going to have the money to get Immortals or Warp Prisms out right away, but if he banks that up, if he gets the Immortal, even Cyclones can struggle in that situation. But the Stalker trying to break the top of the ramp. This will also supply block poor Rifkin if he's not paying attention. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Stalker going around for some low ground vision, but without that probe up on the high ground, can't actually see what's going on, so Stalker almost goes down. Working on chewing away at these pylons, so there's not going to be any more overcharges, but another Mothership Core already on the way, and she's about to overcharge 2 more of these pylons. If nothing else, this means the supply depot is going to go down, and if Rifkin loses this depot, those Adepts are going to transfer to the main, and that's going to be bad news bears. Now, unfortunately, the Cyclone does go off on the pylon, doesn't kill it, getting the Mothership Core a bigger priority at this point, but Magfield Accelerator makes us do 800 damage over its full course. Let's not forget, it's essentially double damage on the Cyclones. Uh-oh. Supply blocked here. No more Cyclones coming out. He's going to need more than just one if he wants to hold on to this game. Goes for another Mothership Core snipe. Gets it and falls back once again. STVs and Hellions are being brought to the front lines trying to keep this Cyclone alive. This is the most critically important unit alive right now. If this dies, Rifkin doesn't stand a chance. It's 4 Stalkers versus a Cyclone. A small handful of Hellions. Double depots are placed down, so he finally gets unsupply blocked while this goes on. The Adepts are trying to take shots off, but of course repairs go on that Cyclone. Now it's 3 Stalkers versus 1 Cyclone. The lock-on gets wasted on the Adept. He pulls it back once again. The Stalker's being bullied out of range by the SCVs, giving the Cyclone time to get repaired to the back of the base. New Cyclone pops out in just a second. The Stalker's starting to get whittled away. Our Protoss opponent still continuously warping in more Adepts, probably more Stalkers, looking to get a kill on the Cyclone. Adepts are a bit slower than Cyclone, though, and as we see, don't quite get that shot. Another Cyclone spawn. He's going to get a kill on the Stalkers. Double kill keeps the Cyclone alive. His depot's raised. If he can't get out of there, he's going to lose a Cyclone. Another one falls, and a Widowmine manages to sneak out while this is going on. It's also coincidentally going to take out the only Observer in play, so no detection for that Widowmine means there might just be a chance that Rifkin stays in this game. He's getting low on workers, though. It's 11 SCVs to the 21 probes in play. Had this guy not gone for a second command center, he surely would have been out of the game by now. Cyclone almost goes down once again, but does fall in the back. Not before getting some good damage on that Stalker. It's going to fall, and pylons advancing that front line means we're going to see some more overcharge action if that Mothership Core comes across the map. The Cyclone does kill the probe, though, so this is going to be it for the pylons. Still not a wall off up here to the north. Looks like we're going to try and have one go down. Yep. Depot will try and block out future Adepts from being able to phase through that wall. This Widowmine is going to go down to the Adept by the looks of it. Nope! Psych! Attack speed too slow, and that Widowmine survives to see another day. Surround on the SCVs, or on the Adept means the SCVs are going to bleed out slowly and surely. More mules being dropped like crazy. Cyclones trying to be produced. And while this goes on, everything is just starting to look a little bit better for Rifkin. Now, Inundate is still pretty all in with this. He's not attempted to expand. His robo's still not producing anything other than that initial Observer. Gets the Sentry with the Cyclone lock-on. Absolutely fantastic. Gonna fall back and look for, what's that, a Mothership Core snipe maybe? Cyclones had lock-on on cooldown. Unable to jump in there. But without high ground vision, can't shoot the depot, so had Rifkin realized this, he could have picked up that Mothership Core much earlier, but 2 lock-ons is too much damage, and that Mothership Core does go down. Factory also looks like it's about to die. It's burning to death at this point. It's been saved once and twice, but I don't think thrice is in the cards. This Widowmine's not going to get a chance to spawn. Adepts make it to the mineral line once more, and Rifkin is in a bit of trouble. Widowmine gets a nice hit on top of those Stalkers, still continuing to kite these around to the best of his capabilities. Double kill as he does get into the mineral lines. Now looking to clean up those Adepts, but less than 7 SCVs in play, 6 in total. One trying desperately to repair that Cyclone. But as one falls, another comes back, and it's like the Phoenix Reborn. The Cyclone decides to stay alive and keeps on fighting. This Cyclone's been alive for a while, but only 2 kills because this has been a very low-stakes battle from both sides of this. Down to 2 SCVs remaining. Rifkin's about to lose 1 SCV remaining. The only current SCV in play is mining from gas. It's 20 probes to 1 SCV. It's not looking good for our Terran, but he does have 2 command centers. He's got some mules. He cleans up the high ground, and he might finally, just finally, get rid of all these Stalkers. Now, some minerals have been banked up from Inundate, and it does look like his plans through all of this was to eventually try and expand. If Rifkin can't get an expansion down, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. But the Cyclones clean up the pylon. The threat on this side of the map is clear. He doesn't know that there's no more units down here. Let's not forget, Rifkin's vision has barely extended to his natural while this went on. Twilight Cancel comes down from his opponent while this happens, and no gas mining whatsoever is not looking good for Rifkin, as he's already too low on gas to make more Cyclones, perhaps the best part of his current composition. Other side of the map, though, army supply for our opponent is nil. He's got one army supply, and it's an observer. So right now, there's nothing to stop these two Cyclones as we come across the map. He's going to try and double expand out of this. Catches the probe. No, I don't think so, says Rifkin. Now, of course, he's going to try and focus on the Nexus. Any amount of units warped in could be incredibly dangerous. 2 sentries being the choice to actually keep the Cyclones out of the main. This is an interesting choice to sacrifice the Nexus for this, because these Cyclones, once they both have lock-ons on that Nexus, are going to tear it down like nobody's business. Rifkin, on the other hand, his 2 command centers might consider expanding when this goes on. Right now, trying to get that SCV count back up, because let's not forget, Rifkin was down to 1 SCV this game. Goes up to the high ground, gets caught with these sentries, a little bit awkward, goes for the double lock onto the Mothership Core. First Cyclone goes down immediately, but not before taking out that Mothership Core. Can the Cyclone do a little bit more? This is the same Cyclone from earlier. 8 kills remain on it as Inundate tries to take it down with these sentries. Now, the DPS here isn't great from either player, but Rifkin's capable of kiting. Inundate's not. This Cyclone's going to be down to 5 health. Barely lives, takes out that last sentry, but uh-oh. Here's some warpins. Now he's got to get out of the base, keep that Cyclone alive. It's a very high priority target, as it is the single greatest thing that's happened to him in this game. This one Cyclone, 10 kills deep, has killed so many units. Widowmine is going to get caught by the Observer, unfortunately, so it looks like that's going to get cleaned up. Inundate now fought with a choice. Does he bank up another 100 minerals and try to continue to expand, or does he instead go for an all-in and just try and end the game right here? He does have the Immortal out. Cyclone kites down that stalker really nicely. There's no blink, so no chance to catch them, as the Cyclones are quite faster. Other side of the map, Rifkin did manage to expand. He's got a bit of energy, so going to drop some mules, try and get that money rolling, but he saw the army pushing out. So he's sending these Marines back home? No! Goes to see if there's going to be an expansion, and if there's an expansion, he'll know that he has a little bit of time to breathe. But no expansion down, kills the probe, and now worries hits, as what are you going to do about the army? The Mothership Core recalled, actually. I guess thought there was going to be a bigger attack of the natural. This actually buys Rifkin a little bit more time, but his economy was in just shambles for most of this. He tries to get some production up through some barracks. I guess this was in anticipation of the Immortal, just that consideration that both SCVs and Marines are pretty damn good versus Immortals. 3 Cyclones against an army of 3, 4 Stalkers and an Immortal. Mothership Core as well. I would actually say Rifkin could take this fight. As long as he pulls a couple of the SCVs, as long as he's got 1 or 2 Marines in play, and he can keep these Cyclones from getting picked off by that Immortal. Because let's be honest, guys, the Cyclones deal a lot of damage, but the Immortal does more. 3 Stalkers get locked on, and 3 Stalkers are about to go down instantaneously. 1 Stalker falls back. Now it's 3 units versus 3 Cyclones, and 3 lock-ons. It looks like that might just be how this game ends. Rifkin's Cyclones are really low. If he loses any of these, it could be dangerous. Gets a lock on the Immortal. Gets it on the Stalker. Gets it on the Mothership Core. That's going to be all the units. Pulls the back. Kites around just a little bit longer, and he takes out every single unit from his opponent. That's gonna be game. GG. Never will I ever cast my own game again. That felt so fucking uncomfortable. Oh, I didn't need to go out of game screen. That's a bad habit from casting. 1 SCV hype. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. Please post the replay. Why do you guys want that replay? It was such a bad fucking game. This better be on YouTube. I could get it up on YouTube. I think though I am gonna stop the stream here. Like I said, we got CSL that we're gonna be casting in a bit. So in an hour and a half from now, we're gonna be hour and a half. I can play another game. I'm gonna play one more game. If I lose, then I'm gonna end the stream. I'll play till I lose. When I lose, I'll end the stream.